Hello, hello, everyone. Hi, Blue. Hi, Cal. How you doing? How is everyone? Actually, I'm gonna say file, save a copy, and we're gonna call this. Oh, do I already have? No, I don't. I'm gonna call this Court of Snakes Omnibus. I'm doing pretty good. I'm having a bagel. We're gonna be working mostly today on a lot of book design is what we're going to be working on this time. And it's going to be kind of interesting. I have to remember how to. Let's see. It's not that one. Document setup. That's what I want. Yeah, so we're going to be doing that today. Not ready to go on my first shift again after basically a month of no work. Oh, gross. Blech, no. I'm so sorry. I have no idea how many pages this thing is going to be. I'm going to assume. Let's see, because we want a 6 by. This is going to be one of the larger books that I've ever done. I don't know how many pages it's going to be. To be honest. Top and bottom, inside. .25, at least 0.25. I can actually, I think, keep this exactly the same, which is crazy. Okay, so now I have to figure out how I want to do this. We're going to be doing a lot of weird formatting shit today, so hopefully buckle up. This isn't going to be InDesign hell. I'm very nervous having my first chapter out there in the world. I believe in you! If I were you, I probably wouldn't post any more than 3 chapters if it's your original work. I'm sure people will love it. You'll, at the very minimum, get really good feedback on whether or not there's like interest. But also, too, I wouldn't necessarily like trust the fan fiction sites to be a good gauge of engagement. You know, like, so if you get really low engagement, it's not because your work is bad. It's just because people legit aren't seeing it. So keep that in mind. Your book is still good and it's still valid even if there's really low engagement. Like most of my fucking books on Wattpad get like 5 reads. What I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna go ahead and add in 2 pages here. Hello? Please? Okay, so now I need to figure out if I want to have art in here. I might. I kind of want to. Oh, hey, you're getting so close. That's amazing. Good job. Let me see what kind of art that I have. Because I should just do bleed. But if my margins, edit, let's see, layout, margins and columns. My outside margins are 0.5, and it needs to be at least 0.375 with bleed. So I should be good for this. This shouldn't be the worst. Self-care combo. Everybody sit up straight. Stretch. I'm waiting on some tea to brew, so that'll come eventually. Okay, so let's see what kind of art we have. It's a shame because I'd really love... I'd really love... hello? Not that. I'd really fucking love... Okay, that's good. A color interior, but that's just gonna be too fucking expensive. I'm working also over here just so that everybody has like some idea. Let's see. We would refer to each page as a single side of a sheet, so each page on your PDF file. Oh, so I can have mixed color and black and white. Interesting. Okay, well, let's fucking try that out. I might be able to have full color, which would be pretty fucking sick. Oh, I don't need this page here. What I need is this bad boy actually has to go here. This whole spread. And then I'm gonna go like that. So we're gonna say Court of Snakes, series, text copyright 2026. And then we don't have an ISBN for it or an LCCN. And then I need to come up with a dedication, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I often describe writing as like wildly hallucinating. I kind of want... How How do I show that context bar again? Is it over here? View. No. Window. Contextual taskbar. Okay, I guess I'll turn this back on. Okay, let's see. Hey, see, 30 is pretty good. Yeah, AO3 might have more traction on it than Wattpad. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. I don't know what, like, I just deleted all of the non-sample pages off of Court of Snakes, both of them, on Wattpad. I'm kind of curious to see where they take it, but if the site, like, if I end up not being a, in the creators program again because they, like, axe it or they get rid of it or they change it or, like, I'm just not welcome back in, I just, like, may not, I don't know, post over there. I don't know. Ooh, I think I know what I want. I think I'm going to center this instead. Like that. And then I'm gonna have to edit these. Lovely, page numbers here, but we'll worry about that in a second. This is where this is gonna kind of suck. Oh, and then also too, so let's go to master, B master. That goes like that. Oh, this is gonna be kind of a pain in the fucking ass, but this is gonna be what has to happen here. Yeah, this should be fine. I may need to move it down a little farther. Hi, Ava. I'm doing okay. I'm really tired, but, like, other than that, I'm alright. My body's still wigging, but it is the way that it is. Jace is doing good. He has today off, so he's just kind of hanging out. Yeah, AO3 is really, like, it has a fanfic market. I think the problem with Wattpad is it doesn't know what it is. It doesn't know whether or not it wants to be a fanfic site or whether or not it wants to be an actual place for published content. You know what I'm saying? It has no idea. And I think that that's really the problem, is that it doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't have that identity, so it has no fucking idea. So then people end up posting weird shit over there. I don't know. Also, good for them for suing the AI company, though, because fuck that shit. So now this is where this gets really boring, so sorry for everybody who has to deal with this shit. I effectively have to go and I have no idea how many pages this thing is going to be, so I need to figure this out before I can order my proof. And then I have to figure out what kind of files I need and what to upload, etc., etc. Tess had great success with this site, this book production site. So we're going to try and do that. And we're going to see how it goes. Yeah, like, meanwhile, over on Wattpad, fucking literally everybody is submitting to their fucking awards contest with AI book covers and shit. Like, it's like, congrats. For whatever reason... Oh yeah, that's why. I was like, this seems not equal. This book is going to be suddenly not as big as I think it's going to be, which is actually really good because it may actually save me money. Oh, so I actually just posted a big ol' announcement in the Discord just as a reminder to everybody. If this is something that you're interested in, I am constantly looking for reviewers for my books, and I really need help. And I am definitely willing to take either discounts off commissions, or also to go and do art for free if you're interested in getting your characters drawn or things like that. And I definitely just need book reviews really, really bad. So if you want a free copy of a book, I'm willing to send that over to people, EPUB or PDF. And every review you complete unlocks you a line art character portrait commission. So if that's something that you're interested in, I need reviews super, super bad on a lot of my work. I think the one that has the lowest reviews right now is One Pale Reflection, and it only has 4. Other than, like, Heaven's Equal Volume 2, which currently has 0 reviews. So if you've read any of my work, or if you want to get a copy or several copies of books for free, please let me know, because I would love to be able to send that your direction. Huh, 21. Interesting how that ended up being the same page. So yeah, if that's something that you're interested, please let me know. And I would love the help. Or if you know anybody that likes free books or wants to read books for free just overall in general, that would be amazing. Effectively, my goal is to get to 25 reviews, and that way I can have, one, more credibility, because if you have over like 25 reviews on average, people are a lot more confident in your work. but then also too, it allows me more advertising opportunities that I wouldn't have had access to before, because most advertising sites require you to have X number of reviews in order to run like ad campaigns and stuff, or alternatively I could run my own campaigns, my own ad campaigns. But when people see books with really low reviews, they think that they're bad, and so running Amazon ads for me right now would effectively result in nothing. So I'm trying to keep that in mind. So that's why we're trying to hit that goal. So if you want to help, I would mega appreciate it. Just posted my comic. Very nice. Very nice. Good job. Yeah, I thought your bubbles looked great. Especially the back and forth bubbles looked really, really nice. They were super clear, easy to read. Also, I liked the like expressions and body language on your characters too. I've never seen a comic made like that where it's made with like VTuber models. I thought that was really neat. 32. Hopefully people won't hate the way that this book is formatted, because I'm literally just combining the two books, and then I'm gonna maybe throw some art in the middle of the book. I don't know, anything is a possibility. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put art, because I really would like to show off all of the art that I've made for this thing over the course of many years. It took me 5 hours. God, yeah, no, comics are a time sink. They're bad. Yeah, they're bad. I can relate. I can't believe that I've continued working on the comic that I have for this long, because it's low-key madness. Hands and finger positions. Good God. Yeah, no, that's true, though. Hands are gross whether you're moving models or whether you're doing anything else. Drawing them, posing them, doesn't matter, all cursed. I've never done a 6x9 book before, so this is going to be the biggest thing I've ever done. Hi, Goose! How are you? Happy holidays, Happy New Year, and all that other good stuff. It's good seeing you. I hope you had a great holiday. Oh my God, one accidental misclick. No, that's so traumatizing. Oh my God. Yeah, because this I'm not worried about too bad. I'm so excited to read this one aloud after it comes out. I'm fucking stoked. And it looks like everybody voted for a paperback version of Mirror Gaze as well, so I need to save up for a line edit for that. Also, I wanted to say mega thank you to everybody for getting me effectively over, or actually exactly halfway to my YouTube film set goal, so I really appreciate that a lot. I wanted to say thanks. That happened really, really quickly, so I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, it's good to see you. I hope you've been doing okay. I know things have been like holiday season is always busy as shit, you know? Okay, so this is 44. There's unfortunately no nice way of doing this. This is where this gets really lame. Yeah, so a lot of today is going to be this kind of stuff where I'm effectively getting the, let's see, is this 51? Yeah. It's getting the omnibus formatted, and then, oh, so this book is actually going to be probably shorter than I thought it's going to be, which is actually good. This is going to save me a lot of money. But yeah, getting this formatted, figuring out what files I need for the special edition. So that's going to be like sprayed edges, the I want to do a brand new end papers illustration. And I'm not sure if I want to do something that was more like House of the Beast, where it has like a really complex illustration on the inside of the end papers, or if I want to do a pattern. Which I might do. We'll see. All right, so then 57. Oh. Chatty mode. I just put it back. I was like, chatty mode is our default Atari face. I accidentally threw it into panic, which is not what I wanted. Oh, we got a ooh. Let me make sure that this is lined up. There we go, better. I'm so excited to see this thing, like, actually finished. I want this book out so bad. I need to order proofs of Bitter Truth, Honey Justice, as well as proofs of this omnibus, so that's going to be my next, like, big thing. I'm trying to figure out coordinating with that other, like, crowdfunding guy when that's supposed to happen. I'm sure Tess probably has more information about that. Okay, 61 for Burn. Yeah, this is, like, slowly just, like, knocking off a bunch of pages, actually. Which makes sense, because the trim size... All of this logically makes sense. I'm super fucking terrified. I guess a recent announcement is that I'm a finalist now in the Science Fiction Fantasy blog off, and I'm kind of fucking scared. Or self-published fantasy blog off. That's what I'm looking for. Not Science Fiction Fantasy blog off. I'm fucking scared. Because I've heard all the weird drama and shit around that, and I'm like, I entered Court of Snakes, and I'm like, I swear to God, if I die, I'm gonna just be really sad. Like, or if people have, like, really mean shit, oh, thank you, really mean shit to say, oh, thanks, about the book, I'm gonna just, like, cry. My judge is also from the UK, and I'm like, I recognize that, like, you know, fascism happens everywhere, but this book is very explicit to, like, a US-based experience. Like, if you don't live in the US, you may not understand the overall message. And I know that, like, one of the reviews that I got from, like, a critical standpoint was on Talbot. I got a 4-star review from Kirkus for this book, which is still good. But I know that the guy was like, Talbot feels like a villain who is evil for the sake of being evil, and I'm like, sometimes people are just evil pieces of shit. Like, I'm like, explain Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I feel like I'm just worried. I'm worried. I'm probably overthinking it. I'm trying to not freak out about it. And actually, Talbot probably has more logical motives than Donald to be honest. Like, he at least thinks he's trying to do the right thing versus just like feeding into oligarchs. Like, he's not like a, that's not his main motive. Okay, so that's 74. And, like, is this my strongest book? No. Would I love for it to get some recognition? Yes. Is this the one that's, like, my second best, most popular seller? Also, yes. But it's kind of, I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. Do you guys want to do sprints today? Or would you rather just, like, me sit and chat? Because a lot of this stuff I don't need to, like, hard hyper-focus on. So I can gladly just stay and just chat. But if people want more, like, focus on work and things like that, I can do that as well. It just kind of depends on what people want. We defo don't need any Talbot Empreg in this chat. That shit's fucked up. He's horrible. He's a horrible fucking person. Yeah, I'm thinking about throwing, like, some kind of little, like, giveaway or celebration when my books reach 25 reviews on Amazon each. So I'll do, like, a little baby giveaway or a baby celebration. So Brady only needs 4 more reviews. Brady 1. So if you haven't read Brady 1 and you want to read it, pop a review. It maybe takes, like, I'm not even joking, like 4 hours to read the first one. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would really appreciate the help. It's just a fun little guy. It's just a fun little ditty, you know? Oh god, why would I do that to myself? I, like, completely deleted from my brain 89. Yeah, so I'm nervous. I'm nervous about Swiftbow. We'll see how it goes. I really want this thing to live. I need to re-enter this thing also into Reader's Favorite so that way Court of Snakes 1 can get a 5-star Reader's Favorite review, because I know that it will get there. The only reason that it wasn't there was because, one, people were not satisfied with the cover, which is valid, so I've redone the cover. And then also, two, the more common trend is to have like POV switches labeled with the names of the POV switches. Like, back when I was younger, if there were POV switches in the books, you just had to kind of fucking figure it out. But nowadays, people really want those POVs to be labeled. And so I've redone those two things, and I think that that would easily bump this up from a 4.5 on Reader's Favorite to a 5. So now that that's, like, there. I think I can do it. I love how y'all are just aggressively pointing at each other. There's so much finger. Okay. So now I have to wait for like a painful 5 months. I don't even know. I don't even know who my competition is. I haven't looked at any of the books, and I don't want to like be the guy that like goes and looks at other people's work and be like, ew, that's a really bad cover, or that's AI, or like whatever, and like psych myself up, be like, yeah, I have a good chance of like winning this potentially. I don't think that I will win it, but if I can be a finalist at least, that would be really cool. I just don't know how competitive this contest is, you know what I'm saying? I'm afraid. I'm so stoked too. Another good thing happened. Another good announcement. I have my first client for Liminal House Press now, which is fucking sick. I don't know if she's paid yet. I'm gonna like double check, and like I have to keep my eye on the website. Oh, this is really chopping down a bunch of pages here, actually. But I'm very, very stoked. And also maybe she wants a book cover as well. So all in all, doing good. I feel like the ball is really rolling all of a sudden, and I did not anticipate that. My writing style is completely different. I'm curious to see how all of this goes. Oh my god, Rune fucking Gildenheart. He's like, I have to be an asshole. He's like, I'm so sorry. If you like tarot cards and, like books about conquering systemic oppression, this book is definitely the one for you. I just made a lore video on how the tarot works. And this book is pretty fucking sick. This is horrendously boring. I'm so sorry, everyone. This was not what I anticipated for my my day today. I did not know. I didn't know! I'm so glad that I'm doing this way, though, because this could have been a lot worse. Honestly, InDesign is not a bad program. It does what it needs to do. This book is going to be very glittery. We like lots of glitter and lots of doodads for no fucking reason. Tarot card reading. Speaking of tarot, single card reading for Goose. Let's do it. And then I still need to make up for the hydrate from the self-care combo earlier because my tea, I think, is cool enough now. I'm drinking this green tea called Monkey King. And it's not my blend. It's not the Monkey King blend. It just happens to be a green tea also called Monkey King. That's the name of the strain, so that's kind of funny. All right, Goose. You got Three of Pentacles reversed. So something's going on with your money, and it's going really, really slow, and I am super sorry about that. You're feeling very insecure about something, and then you're also potentially, like, giving away a bunch of your money to people that you feel like are, like, they need your help. But you're almost overextending yourself in that way, so whatever you're dealing with, be sure to just, like... It's kind of a put the oxygen mask on yourself before you put it on someone else situation, so be sure to not overextend yourself, and, like, take time. Take time to rest, and then things should hopefully settle. Look at you being productive and doing chores and shit. Look at that. I'm here to suffer, apparently. It needs to get done, but, like, damn. 133. You're being productive. You're being productive. $135. Look at that. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so in other words, budget. Don't, like, take care of yourself first and let your finances settle seems to be the vibe. Dang, dentist. Darn dude, there is. Yeah, it was the dentist all along. God damn. Yeah, so if people start asking you for stuff, just let them know. It's like, hey, I just got hit with a bunch of really shitty finance stuff. Like, I just don't have time right now, and that's okay. Like, they'll be able to deal. They'll just have to take care of themselves. Let me finish this chapter and then... So far, I haven't seen any, like, sad orphans or widows or anything here. Thankfully, I've avoided the tooth problems. I just gotta keep my... knock on wood. I've avoided the tooth. I'm afraid. I always have tooth problems. Oh, there's the widow. Or the orphan, just as I was worried about it. You know what? You know what? Maybe I can fix it. I got it. We're alright. I'm like, I'm not having that one little fucking nugget. We're not doing that. I literally cursed myself. I went in for a chip on my bottom tooth and a cleaning, and then, oh no, he was like, you got a lot of shit going on. That sucks. This Monkey King is amazing. Wonderful tea. Almost to the bottom. So we're now almost halfway through this book. And then I gotta figure out if I want to do any kind of, art inserts. And I might do that at the very, very, very end. Do some estimates of what I want to do for the sprites and stuff. Because I might do like 4 additional little illustrations in here. I don't know, we'll see. Damn, so far this has taken off like 20 pages in this book. Just by changing the trim size to this bigger format here for this omnibus. Which is probably for the best, because otherwise this thing is going to be ridiculous. Goodbye. 156. Look at that. No! That's not what I wanted. Alright, I wonder what the page count is going to be of this monstrosity at the end of it all. 160. This is going to be probably the worst part of this whole process here, is making sure that everything lines up right. I'm hoping that this book does not cost £55 to produce. That's really what we're hoping. I didn't realize that I could have color insert pages. This is literally the best. Okay, 70. So what else has everybody been working on? I feel like I'm dying and I need, like, to think about shit. What else has everybody been doing? I also have to start on the cover for Appetite, too. That's like, I have a lot of other stuff going on. I don't even know what's going on. I have so much shit happening right now. And, like, could I probably query Appetite? I might. I don't know. My queries are still silent for Fatal Mechanisms. It's just fucking nothing's going on with that. It's just no feedback. And I'm to the point where I'm like, what's the point of getting traditionally published if they won't help you sell your work, you know? I'm like, what am I even doing here? Oh, this is one of those weird micro chapters. People always talk about the, like, it's like, oh, I love writing and I love doing all this other shit. And then nobody ever talks about you pointing and clicking and going slowly insane as you drag text boxes to reformat your book to a new trim size. Nobody ever talks about that shit. Oh, God. One day, it'll come for you, Goose. It'll come for you. You just gotta give it time. They're like, make a special edition. It'll be fun. And granted, I'm gonna hold this thing and probably cry because I'm gonna be so stoked about it, but like the amount of fucking steps to get here is gonna be ridiculous. I'm kind of glad that I did at least some work on like getting this book ready to go years ago, because now looking at it, I would have probably been drowning if I had to do this all at once right now. And I think, honestly, I'm glad that I waited, because I wouldn't have known about Book Vault, and Book Vault would have had probably not as many options. Apparently their distribution is kind of shit, but I'm mostly just here for the actual, like, fun special edition. Let's see, 193. Okay, so we're getting there. All I want to do is write the new Von Altus book. I don't want to do anything else. That place is, or like the Von Altus shit is my like comfort, right? And I'm like, I remember what it is to write stuff that's not stressful. And so now I'm like, that's all I want to do. 196. Why would you do this to me? Yes, yeah, I'm writing a new, everybody in the Discord voted on a set of novellas, which unfortunately, based on my timeline and schedule, won't come out until 2029, so that's going to be, like, the next Von Altus thing. But it's about all of the adults and all their shit. So far, Baris and Rollo have broken into the back of a Burger King truck. To go look at a dead body, actually. And this is based off of true historical events. This is a real fucking thing that happened. There were a bunch of murders, and then they had to put a body, like a bunch of bodies, in the back of a Burger King truck because their morgue was full. I love the 80s. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. It's been a blast writing effectively like young adult and like teen Von Altus characters. Rollo as a teenager with his little wispy mustache is such a little piece of shit. He's like 16 and so annoying. And we wonder why Liz is like this. I'm like, I know the answer. I get it. I understand why she ended up this way. Where is the... There it is. Hello? Hello? It has always been oops all Rollo. I need to print that thing too. I need that on my wall, actually. That's another thing that would give me joy in life. I'm going to be printing all of the fan art that everybody made for Christmas so that way I can get it up on my wall. Okay, 210. Is that eyes wide open? Hold on. Yeah. I was like, uh-oh! We're okay. $213. Slowly but surely. I'm gonna drink some more tea. Oh my god, it's time to feed the Snorlax. If you haven't had a snack yet, please eat a snack. $216. Almost there. This is what I get for having, like, really quick POV switches and micro chapters in this book. I blame this. Court of Snakes 2 is longer. 220. God, I'm so excited to see how good this thing looks, though. Worth. Worth. 23. Yeah, so next on the docket is Fatal Mechanisms if it doesn't get picked up by an agent, which the chances of that are very slim. And then after that is Appetite. And then after that is the Von Altus novellas, which I'm not going to try and query. They're just going to go straight through me. Okay, 231. Crazy. So now the question is where do I put the art here? I think I'm gonna do a big spread right in the middle. Of the king. Because that would be dope. Okay, 238. Okay, sorry, this is literally the most boring shit on the whole planet. $41. This is crazy. This book is going to be way smaller than it was originally. Because already this book was only like 320 pages, I think. So, no, mister, you're not allowed to come in here and scratch my stuff. 243. I thought that this book was going to be like 600 pages. My math was like crazy. But it looks like this book is probably going to be around 400 to 500 pages. I may need to change the margins and then readjust everything, which does suck at the end of the day. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. Okay. 252. Oh my god, we're almost there. Okay, we're almost through this one. Man, this book lost a lot of matter. I'm good with that, though. A 500-page book is not a bad thing. 54. Doot doot dee doot dee doot dee doot dee doot dee doot. 59. Oh yeah, this is like, we're almost to the end. Almost there. And it doesn't shrink it a whole lot, but it definitely shrinks it. And like I could, well, I don't know. I feel like if I go any smaller on the font size, the shit's gonna get kind of weird. Hey Aqua, how are you? 265. Mr. Bubs, why are you punching? No, you're not. What are you punching? Why are you punching? He's punching everything. Oh, God. I'm going to be dead at school. No, God. Good luck. I believe in you. Let me go make sure I did that correctly. I got distracted by Mr. Man punching the thing. I did. Good go, me. Good job. Good job. Yeah, he's being a hoe. He had 3 breakfasts this morning, so... I don't know if, like, in the morning we just need to start giving him the whole can of food or what. $271. Almost there. Okay. If y'all don't want spoilers, I would recommend not looking at this. Alright. Let's see, and then this is 276. I think I got down way more page count than I thought I was gonna. That's crazy. And this is where this gets dumb, though. This is where this is gonna be kind of problematic. I don't know how I'm gonna efficiently do this. This is where this is gonna kind of suck. Okay, 79. So now... I'm gonna need this eventually. But I don't need it right now. So now this is where this gets gross. So I'm going to go ahead, see, because that's a master back there. Grab that. And then we're going to now figure out if I want to put in a piece of art here, and I think I will. Because some of my art that I did, like the doodles that I did for these forever ago, my art just wasn't as good. So I'm not going to include that. Bye, Goose. See you later. Okay, so I need to save this out. Now the question is if I crop this, actually I need to be very careful. Let me crop this, excuse me, to 6:9. What do I spend my 9K stream points on? Good question. That's up to you. Right, so this is interesting. Street Fighter, oh my god, you're cursed. Let me move this over here really quick. So this is going to be cropped this direction. I'm just going to go ahead and save this out as the cropped version. I'm going to the gym today too. A posture check and a hydrate. You actually physically can't redeem another Street Fighter. I have that set on a timer. So that way I don't, like, effectively get forced to do, like, 80 push-ups. Because that's not fun for anybody involved. Okay, but let me get up and do that. Nice. And so then I'll have another one here. So far, that is 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm going to do another A there. So then that's three color pages so far. Let me make sure that I'm doing this right. 3 color pages. Yeah, I don't know what my, like, max amount of push-ups is, but also, I'm tired. Okay, let me just jump down. Make sure if you guys are going to get up and stretch, do 10 stretches, 10 jumping jacks, 10 squats, 10 push-ups, like, just something to keep your body moving. All right, I did my 10 push-ups. I should have done squats because today's a push day, but that's fine. So that's 3. And then we're effectively going to go down to the very bottom. We're going to include this thing. Why can't I zoom out? So then that'll look like this. I may want to move this. Because as much as I like this, yeah, having him centered in this way is going to be a lot better. So then that'll be 5 pages of color. Oh, nice. 105. That's awesome. I'm a small ass person. I think like part of me wants to say it was like 65, but I recognize I'm tiny as fuck. Okay, so then this one will have Ami. Let me make sure that this looks right, even if there's blank pages here. Or actually what I'm going to do is... I haven't saved this out either. Yeah, I'm 5'5", like 5'4.5", give or take. But also, too, I have the disadvantage of my dad is just small as fuck. Like, his achievement recently was getting to 130 in terms of weight. Like, that's, yeah, we're tiny as fuck. My biggest achievement lately was getting to, like, 125. So I'm even almost as big as my dad, and he's 5'10". So, like, that's the context here. I'm short, but he's fucking small. I wish I would have gotten his height, but I got cursed. Hello? It's like relatively centered. And now I'm going to close this. No. And we're going to save this. We're going to open this one. Oh, my mom's 4'11". Oh my god, that's so tiny though. Yeah, a lot of the, like, my aunts and my family are legit, like, 4'11". They're tiny as fuck. Okay, so then we're going in with another blank. Then this one is going to be Ami, or Perseus, actually, I think. Or no, wait, I need the... I don't need the dedication, but I do need this. And then this. Unfortunately, all of these are going to be incorrect. Okay, so let's see. And then a blank page, or 4 blank pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that means that I'm up to, let's see how many color pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 total color pages so far. 8. And then the question is am I going to put any other color pages in here? And I think the answer is no. I was close, but not quite. Okay. So now, this is where this gets really dumb. And I'm kind of scared. Why did you not... Oh, is it locked? Bro. Okay. This is going to suck. But it'll be worth it. So I have to reconstruct this entire part by myself. But worth it. God damn. Okay. So let me make sure that this is right. So now 292. Yeah, so this is fun. we. That's all I gotta say is just we. Where is the center here? Why is that like that? That looks not correct. But maybe it is. That's correct. Oh, no. Okay, so now hold on. That's centered. I think this is centered. That's fine. I just have to look for ones that look not centered. It could just be my eyes, because overall all of these look okay. As long as it's centered over the number, we're good to go. Book formatting is awful, y'all. It's not great. It ain't great. Yeah, all of these look okay. Oh, but this is not. Because that's fine. But then this is not. Oh, that's because I fucked up on that one. Okay. Oh my god, you're like, bro, you're a fucking freak. Get out of here. Yeah, that's scary as shit, though. That is really scary. I don't know why people are like that. Good on you, though. People are predatory, man. It's fucking scary. And then they're like, well, you're almost 18. And it's like, bro, that's gross. It'll get better as you get older. Because then people get less, like, a little bit less weird, but... Yeah, it's like, bro, you're almost a decade older than me, man. Like... It's like, I don't know how to fucking tell you. Okay, now that I've solved that problem. Yeah, I feel like age gaps get less weird as you get older, but like when you're really young, it's like Anybody who's trying to, like, effectively date somebody that much younger than them, it's like, bro. Sorry, well, I'm sneezing. It's like, you know that they're just trying to be predatory and exploitative, and it's gross. Honestly, if that ever happens to you too, you can also report that person for like trying to exploit a minor. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, you can give the information to the police and be like, "Hey, this guy was like trying to proposition me," because it's illegal. It's like legit. It's just that is a real thing. Oh, and like, look at this too, actually. That one is not even centered. That's why it looks weird, because it's incorrect. I didn't even center this shit. This is really fucked up. Yeah, there we go. So now I gotta fix this one too. Oh yeah, see? There you go. Exactly. Yeah, anytime I see that shit, I'm just like, nope, you get an instant report, buckaroo. Okay, I also need to pay attention to, let's see, this is 301. This is 309. It's super scary too, because it's like 99% of the time you don't even know if the people are like actually who they say that they are, you know? So it's like it could just be like a catfishing account, and then that's pretty much, that's all there is to it. Welcome to the United Snakes. $314. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, because sometimes I look at people and I'm like, are you a fucking real human? I don't. This is why I don't do online dating, though. I'm very lucky that I ended up just, like, meeting Jace in person. Because. Fuck that. This is Brother Ali! Hey, you're like the only person I've ever fucking met that actually knows Brother Ali. I fucking love him. Yeah, so just my images are just like in the wrong place. Yeah, I love this guy. Great flow. Oh yeah, did I grab... Son of a gun. Oh, why did this... God damn it. Why? Alright. Give me this back. What do you think happened to the money from your taxes? Okay, there we go. 319. This is awful. This is gonna be a rough stream today. There we go. I don't know how I stumbled across this song, but the anti-imperialist rage is definitely a vibe. If I have to adjust my margins again at the very end, I'm gonna cry real tears, actually. Like real human tears. It's gonna be... Oh, see, and this one's fine. That's interesting. I don't know what happened to me. Love how the pin for this computer is 1776. I hate it. Oh yeah. 327. Cursed. This is going to be worth it, though. It's going to be worth it, and it's going to look really, really good. I just have to keep telling myself that. Even though I'm, like, slowly losing my mind. $330. Okay. Rory Dragon, a manga I've been following for years, is getting an anime. Oh, cool. I love it when that happens. so then this is 336. It's beat, oh, MHA in sales. Oh, dang. Good for them, though. Yeah, I don't read a lot of, like, manga anymore. I used to a lot when I was younger, but not anymore. Yeah, I think that's really what got me. And, like, really, so part of it for me is, like, working 3 jobs, which is rough. And then the other part of it is I spend more time creating than I do consuming. And so it's like you kind of, as an author, have to make a choice where it's like, do I effectively make the stuff or do I enjoy the stuff? And, like, I find, like, consuming animated films is easier for me to do than reading, like, a manga or watching a long series. Say it again. And then also, too, I feel like, at least in some spheres, too, the quality of media has actually gone down. So, like, I hardly watch Disney films anymore, for example, because, like, unless the director is actually really, really good. Because they're just disappointing. So I just, like, don't engage with them anymore. Or, like, I have the same problem with anime and manga where it's like they get so overproduced that even when titles come out from people that I deeply respect, like Junji Ito, for example, their work is effectively garbage because the budget is fucked with. Oh, yeah, 12 to 24 is super easy to consume, for sure. That's not so bad. I also have the added issue if I prefer to watch anime in Japanese, and I can't really do that and work at the same time. So that's what happens to me. Oh, see, so produced by Disney. So if you're talking about a Studio Ghibli film, Disney does not produce any anime films. That's important to remember. If it was a Ghibli film, it was distributed by Disney. And that's different. It was produced by a Japanese studio, and Disney bought the rights to sell it. Which happened with Pixar. After effectively the success of Spirited Away in 2001, they bought the rights to sell the films. And actually, Walt Disney is like super fucking racist and didn't really like any foreign animated films at all. Yeah, so if it's a Ghibli film, Disney owns nothing of it other than the rights to distribute it to the United States. They also purchased the dubbing rights as well, which is why you have like... Oh, how did this happen? Hold on, I realize I made a mistake. Family. Let's see, what is this? 309 is Burden. 314 is The Sun. I gotta really keep an eye on this. 319 should be The Old Way. Yeah, Disney likes to do this shit that I like to call I'm unoriginal and can't come up with any good shit, and anytime anybody does anything innovative or cool, I have to backpack on it because I can't come up with my own original ideas. So like if you think about any of its history with all of its titles right now, they were doing things that they thought were, quote, innovative in terms of the animation scene, started to go bankrupt, and then when somebody else did something innovative, i.e. Pixar with Toy Story doing the first 3D animated film, they bought out Pixar so that way they could monopolize on that 3D trend. And that's when films, instead of being Pixar films, became Disney Pixar films. And then when that started to fail, and then the live action films that they had when Bob Chapek became the CEO in 2001 started to fail, they panicked, they bought Marvel, and then started to produce about 1,000,000,000,000 fucking Marvel films. Some of them were good, most of them were not. And that failed. And then in 2001, same thing. Again, that was when their fucking their live action films were failing, and so then they purchased the distribution rights to Studio Ghibli films to try and hop on the Japanese animated film train. So yeah, all in all, Disney is like effectively a leech company. They don't really do anything original. And some of their films, like especially the films during the Renaissance, were very, very good, but we are absolutely not in that place anymore. It's why Disney also owns Hulu and ESPN and National Geographic, because they legitimately can't hold themselves up without it. Wait a fucking tick. Is there like a missing... $319. The Sun. I somehow missed a chapter here. Is that an error in this as well? How do I redo this? Let's see. Go to layout. Layout. Table of contents. Hold on. So then, wait, am I missing something? Family. Burden. Something is going on here. The Sun. Yeah, somehow I just completely missed. So that actually was the error. Damn, so then I need to fix this. So this is awful. How do I really need paragraph styles to be down here. Thank you. This is awful. Okay, so now, theoretically, if I go back up here... Okay, I might have just missed that. So now let me make sure that I have the correct... And then what is this? Caslin Pro. This is not right, so we want this to be... Can we please do this? And then I am seeing... How do I do this? I got it. I'll figure it out. Also, everybody should drink water. South Park, I don't think will ever be on Disney Plus. Because it's owned currently by Paramount. So I don't believe that they will ever be on Disney Plus. .18. That's what happens to me. Okay, so then that's better. Yeah, no, if they start to buy too many channels, Paramount Plus is owned by this company called Oracle, actually. They just bought out TikTok. So that's about to get wild. It's a massive media conglomerate. Yeah, if Disney starts buying up too much shit, they would be considered a media monopoly, and they would be broken up by the FCC. Also, too, South Park doesn't really fit their, like, what I would call, like, quote-unquote brand. And so it's very unlikely that they would acquire the title. Already Disney's kind of pushing it with the FCC. Oh, wait, I realize I made a mistake. Guess what? God damn. I done fucked up. Like, real bad. Okay, so I'm gonna adjust the table of contents at the end. Damn. I'll get there. I realize that I have, I'm not really sure how I want to do this. Because I have dividers in this other one. Okay, I know that this seems crazy, but I promise I need to like just redo this and make sure that this is right. Yeah, because I can't do this like this. Oh, why would you not do that? All right, this is unfortunate. Okay. Oh, but that's gonna fuck up my whole... You know what? And even then, this is wrong. All right, hold on. Hold the phone here. I'm having a time. All right. Damn, that sucks. All right, so I need to add three page numbers. This is fine. I can fix this. This is easy. 3 page numbers to everything here. Sorry, this is going to be a lot faster if I just use my numpad here. There we go. Okay, that should be correct, I think. Because if I go all the way down, for example, to 279... Yeah, that's correct. All right, so that's fine. So that fixes that issue. So now I need to figure out the fastest way to do this. I just have to keep an eye on if there are... Oh, wait. Here we go. I have to keep an eye on whether or not there are... Yeah. Spaces. Why would you do that? Because that's where this goes. Damn dividers. This is what I get for doing this. And then this is that because I thought it was an error. I was actually wrong. It was actually a... Okay, I think I'll be okay. I'm going to do the table of contents at the very, very end. Okay. Or maybe not. So brick by brick is 7. But in here, 292. Okay, we're going to try this again. I had to just readjust here. And then this one will be 301. And it should be family. Yep. No dividers. All right, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm okay. I might extend stream a little bit so that way I can get this book formatted and done. This is what hell is. All right. Okay, so then we got 309, and that should be burden. Yep. I just have to make sure there is no weird shit going on. Design or something. I forgot that I put dividers in this book. So let's see. Any dividers in this chapter? Nope. And there shouldn't be very many of them, but when they're there, I need to make sure that they're like in the right spot. And I actually need to make sure that there are no asterisks in the original or the first bit. Okay, so 314 should be the sun. Yep. No dividers. Yeah, because if I can put those dividers in the other version or in the first book as well in this particular edition, that's going to be really nice. Woo boy. Then 319 should be illuminated. book is going to be fucking big. I'm ready, though. No dividers. Okay, sorry this is such like a really intense mental task here. I was not expecting to like have to suffer. But I think I got it. Okay, 327 is the old way. Yep, looking good. All right, any dividers? Nope. Fun font change. Okay, then we got Mirage. Actually, I need to be good. I need to paste in place. Get out of here. Mirage is 330. Oh, where is the old way? I realized I didn't go back and do this one either. 327 and 330. Okay, but we're still good. Oh. That was weird. Okay, Mirage. Any dividers? Nope. I'm gonna make this book sexy. No one can stop me. Okay, 336 should be familiar. So one of my favorite free artists I've ever found. They offer all of their music up for completely royalty free. So you can support them by purchasing their work, but like they just give their stuff away for free. Okay, 341. It's Beyond the Wall. Nice, nice. Interrogation. $349. Okay. Oh, there is a divider here. Here. Okay, got it. And then we've got Gone at 357. I'm glad I caught that table of contents error, because that would have sucked. This is why we charge $550 to format a book. By the way, just in case anybody was wondering why it costs so fucking much to format the interior of a book, it's this. These chapters are so much longer. Okay, right out the gate, we're doing this. Audience 365. And then I'm assuming that's where another divider is. Yes. And then Ancestry. Why? I'm doing it! Oh, this is like slowly breaking my body. You all have watched what I can only describe as suffering. By the way. Hydrate Or Dihydrate. Okay, I got the wall at 382. Look at this thing. Drink some fluids, don't die. Stay healthy or something. All right, and then we got Beyond at 390. Look at you drinking water. I'm drinking tea. I'm drinking a tea called a Monkey King. It's a Chinese green. I got a tea advent calendar for Christmas, and so Jason and I have just been drinking about 1 million teas. One of the teas I got was spearmint. Now I'm sad. All right. You know, that's a good question. I have quite a bit of work left to do, so I wouldn't be surprised if I went over by like an hour. So probably until like 3, if I had to make a guess. Maybe longer. It really just kind of depends on if I die or not. And by that I mean if I can finish the interior of this book. Cool, sounds good. See you in a bit. Good luck on your tea journey. We got sulfur at 403. This is truly the most insane shit. Omen at 410. Yeah, it looks like I just missed that one. That one chapter was the problem. Fucking Councilman Shraga's on fucking coke. That's all I gotta say. That's all that they do this entire fucking time, is just be on coke. Okay, Expanse. $413. Mein Kampf reference. This book is so anti-fascist. Jesus Christ. This would get banned so fast in the state of Florida. I'm not even fucking joking. This book would get immediately ejected into the sun by Ron DeSantis. Okay, 420 is Deathless. Collapse. $428. If this bad boy is under 500 pages, I'm gonna be so excited, though, actually. Unknown. I'm literally going to cry. Okay, so we're halfway through this book now. I want it to be under 500 so that way I don't have to change the margins. Data. $441. Oh, this one has a, yeah. Divider. Trial. $450. Another year at 459. Oops, too far. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky. Welcome back. I'm still suffering. Not much has changed here. Oh, nice. Hey, Bandit King T. We love some McDoon shit. I'll do McDoon eventually. I have to, I think, put him on the list. I don't know if I put McDoon on the list of books that I have to write. I should, though. If I haven't touched it, it'll get there eventually. Oh, yeah, brown sugar, I'm sure, is delicious in that. That sounds good. Sounds so nice. Oh yeah, this playlist is very wild. This is my Court of Snakes playlist. This song is called Cocaine Princess by Samuel Orson. This guy is an insanely talented guitarist. This whole playlist is really fun and funky. If you're interested in listening to the whole playlist, it's got some like southern rock roots, some like acoustic guitar, acoustic bass, some folk music. Yeah, this guy's fingers are fast. I cannot play the guitar, so I'm constantly impressed. Okay, let's see, 475. It would be really incredible if this is not 20 more pages, but I don't think that that's going to be the case. Nice. Okay, but that's more talent than I have on the guitar, so that's pretty dope. It's a very, like, multimodal instrument. It's hard. You're, like, using, like, so many different parts of your brain all at the same time. $482. Yeah, this guy's so talented. Like, I heard this song once and I was like, I'm in love. It's also really experimental and super funky. That's kind of like the overall theme for the Court of Snakes music, is it's stuff that like you wouldn't expect. Like, there's a song in here that has like the wildest kazoo solo I've ever heard in my whole life. Unfortunately, we're going over 500. I'm gonna have to see if there's a quick way to adjust margins for every text box. So that way I don't end up having to drag all 495 pages, 500 pages. Oh, well, there you go. 20-second ordeal. She wasn't surprised. There you go. Well, honestly, that's a great, though. I'm glad that, like, at least you know your sister's chill. Good for you, though. It's a fucking scary thing sometimes. Like, some family members you know are going to be chill, and then other ones, it's like, I don't know. God, he's so fast. $4.99. That's how my heart felt after coming out. You're like, I'm gonna die. Like Cocaine Princess? I get it. Okay, $4.99 is Arcanum. I just want this thing to be good, you know? That's all I want. Okay, we're over fucking 500 now. Son of a gun. 256. And now we're at, what, 506. That's Creed. Yep. And Endless Desert. At 511. Almost there. I'm pretty sure these people are going to be like, why did you print a monstrosity? And I'm like, look, it's 2 books in 1 book, okay? I don't know why I decided to do this, but I've made a disaster. I did a bad thing. Okay, I don't know. Is truth. I swear, if this thing ends up actually being, like, closer to what I estimated, which is more like 600 pages, I'm gonna be sad. Because then I was so excited about saving money, and then that was a short-lived dream. Because now all of a sudden we're at, like, 550. I guess I had estimated, I think, like 650 in the beginning, so maybe we'll get lucky and it won't be like that. Hello, can we please do dark purple? Thanks. Let's see, 520. I'm making it happen. Where's Marcus the VR chat worm when you need him? I feel like somehow that would make this better. Red. All right, 526. Oh, I'm so glad that she's on your desk. That's so nice. I had fun working on that one. It was using a bunch of markers that I used before. They were kind of interesting. I don't know if I would buy them again. But I recognize I am not a marker artist, truly. Me at my art, literally, like, every eon, all of a sudden I'm like, oh my god, everything is really dirty. Whoopsie, now everything is super, super nasty. I would have to... Axiom 538. 538. Like my brother said, I will have to learn to work all day. I thought I was just a living wage till I told myself I would have to break away. Yeah, markers are awful. Like, they're definitely their own beast. Layering with them is a skill, for sure. Alright, we got Enlightenment at 545. This is what I get for having 2 tables of contents in here. I have cursed myself. I did this to myself. Okay, 551. Is assault. Aha! A 3-card tarot reading. Okay, let me finish this chapter and then I will definitely do that for you. Okay, cool, let's do it. Guiding from the walls, tired eyes for walls. Let me up in your love. These cards are so old that, like, bits of paper will just randomly flake off. Which is sad. All right. So whatever it is, it's an identity thing, and you're feeling kind of stuck. First card I drew was Seven of Wands. You're feeling very indecisive about something, and you've been kind of approaching things with a policy of like, say what you feel and move on. Well, whatever you're dealing with feels like it's going on and on and on and on and on forever and ever and ever, and it's starting to like be really damaging to your sense of self. The second card that I drew for present is Two of Swords reversed. You just are feeling super, super indecisive about something. And while typically you have like a typical, like, normally you're really good at like seeing merit in all sides of the argument, so playing devil's advocate, so to speak, and that typically in like a debate setting is like a really great thing. But because of that, you're kind of inhibiting yourself from making decisions. So trying to aim for cooperation versus confrontation is always a good idea in this particular sense, but also just trusting your gut and making a decision that way will also help you move forward and make an actual decision so you're not stagnating anymore. The guidance card is going to be Five of Wands reversed. And it's just, remember, you don't always have to be right. Accept compromises, apologize, reprioritize. So whatever you're dealing with, like, sometimes it's okay to just back down and just let it go, leave it alone, because right now it seems like whatever opposition there is it's not going to budge, and so knowing when to back down from the argument is a good place, or when to back away from the situation also. So keep that in mind. That way you're not exhausted, and that way too your identity of self doesn't get super damaged in the process, and also too then your ego won't be as hurt. Because it's like, just because you feel like you need to have the last word doesn't mean you do, if that makes sense. Some things just are not worth the struggle. Yeah, most of the time, like, I'm telling you, I'm not even shitting you, these particular cards are mean to me. Like, sometimes I'll do tarot readings, and especially when I'm reading for myself, they're like, you are a dumbass hoe, and I'm like, oh, that's... I'm sad now. Thank you for hurting my feelings. I'm like, this physically makes me sad. Synergy at 560. Oh my god, we're almost done. Sweet lord. You're supposed to be nice tarot cards. It doesn't help that I use my tarot, so like Apollo is the overseers of the oracles of Delphi. And also that like it's closely affiliated with the muses, and so he himself is not a god of prophecy, but he has a lot to do with high priestesses who deal with that kind of shit. And so like my tarot cards feel like I'm speaking to Apollo, and Apollo is a chaotic, gay-leaning bisexual who is very petty. And so like honestly it's not inaccurate. Yeah, whatever you're dealing with, it's going to be kind of slow, you know? So it might take a couple more weeks to resolve from, like, just looking at, like, the tarot that I drew. So keep that in mind and, like, try to not pressure yourself too bad, as hard as that is in these kinds of situations. Take lots of rest and self-care. 565. Oh, I missed. Synergy is 560. I almost messed this up. And this one is 565. And then I only have 2 more. So it'll be slightly under what I estimated, which is good. But still potentially have to change margins depending on what I'm seeing here. Okay, we got whole at 570. God, we're almost there. Oh. And then the last chapter is on page 336. Or 576. Oh my god, I did it. My nieces are both in this book. Okay. Okay, so that means that the total is 587. It's really gutter margin that's going to potentially be problematic here. Okay, window pages, I'm already here. Top of the panel. I'm gonna watch this video really quick. Oh, I already know how to do overflow. See, and the question is that I think my margins are technically, no, they're technically too small. Oh, did that do it? Did this? Oh my god, I found the button. And thankfully this is not something that's like so intense that it's gonna change everything a hell of a lot, but it will make a difference in how, if or whether or not like books or the words get eaten inside the center. So yeah, in theory, let me find. There are no, oh, I guess maybe there are no weird things in here. All right, well, okay. Okay, so now we have 587. Okay, let me go back over here. Okay, so now let me open up the, hello. Special edition. So it's actually kind of blue, to be honest. Okay, so then I guess I gotta do this. Hold on, let me go over here. I gotta log in all my shit. I don't remember what my password is for Bowker, so that's a good sign. I figured it out. Okay, I got the ISBN for it. I'm assuming now they're going to make me pay money. Okay, but can I... Okay, am I gonna have to pay for this right now? Probably. Yep. Okay, so it's like 20 bucks to set up. Okay, hold on. I gotta go get my card really quick. And actually, I think I can just go ahead and do this from the back end. So I think I'm gonna call it for today. This was really stressful. But yeah, we're all right. We're all right. So a fucking 587 page monstrosity. It was almost 600. So it was a little bit less than what I estimated, but it's still huge. Oh, I guess I can put the ISBN in here now. I just don't have an LCCN. Wow, there's the ISBN. Wow. Cool. So now I'm just going to let this go, and we're going to see how the book setup is for Book Vault. And just kind of hope. And just let it go. So I'll let you all know how that goes. I'm going to be working on doing this stuff for the setup for Court of Snakes like the entire week. I'll be back tomorrow with comic stuff. So if you want to pop by for comics, I'll be there. If not, that's okay too. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. I really appreciate all of you, and I will hopefully see you soon. Bye-bye.